Jeff Gurwitch here for DefenseReview.com, and for this video I'll be reviewing Bravo Concealment's latest holster, their BCA 3.0 or 3.0 polymer injected molded holster. I first covered Bravo Concealment holsters back in 2016. I did an article on this BCA light bearing holster, which is a Kydex. And after I received this one, which I got free from Bravo Concealment, after I wrote the article, I actually went out and purchased two of my own. This Kydex holster for a Glock 19 and a full-size holster without the light mount for a Glock 17, which is attached to one of my 3-gun belts. Some things about the new 3.0 holster. Aside from being polymer injected molded as opposed to Kydex, it also has a tension screw here. Sliding it up increases the tension. I found the way it came from the factory on the lowest setting was a perfect amount of tension to secure the pistol, and how I like to carry it for EDC. Now, draw times with this, not from concealment, I was able to average about 1.3 pretty consistently. Not too bad for a holster designed for concealment. I'll take anything under 1.5. And that's talking, not at a full-size, 20-inch wide target at 3 yards or so. I had to aim when I was doing these drills. I was shooting at a 12-inch wide steel plate at about 10 yards. And when I was drawing from concealment, I was able to maintain about a 1.5 second draw, and that was shooting at 6-inch plates again at 10 yards. So for an aim shot, 1.3 without a cover garment and 1.5 with a cover garment, and the increase in time is, due to me having to manipulate the cover garment out of the way. But, for this type of holster, I think that's, pretty damn good. The only way I could get faster really is when I switch to a competition style only holster. I can get down to about a 1 second for me. And really, in shooting competition, a 1 second, 1.5 second draw is really not that big of a deal. You'll lose more time shooting a stage from poor footwork and, in slow shooting than you will from having a draw that might be a half a second slower than your competitors. It's not that big of a deal. As long as you don't take over 2 seconds, take all day to get your gun out. But a 1.3 is pretty good. One thing I'd like to point out on this older Glock 19 Kydex holster, if you'll notice it has these wings on here. The reason why I put the wings on here is to get it to sit tighter against the body. With the full-size Bravo Concealment holsters, they fit super tight to the body and they were great for concealment, but for some reason this Glock 19 one did not. After looking at it, the reason that I determined that it did not sit as close as the full-size is because of the angle of the holster. If you look at Bravo Concealment's full-size holsters, they actually have a tighter angle, and this tighter angle helps it bite onto the belt better and keeps it closer to the body. The Glock 19 has a lot shallower angle to it, so because of that, it tended to lean out from the body when I was wearing it, which is not the best for concealment. Putting wings on here is actually from another manufacturer, solved that issue, but the good news, with the newer holster, it does not have that problem at all. It actually sits super tight to the body, has a much sharper angle than the older holsters. So that is one improvement I was definitely happy to see. I want to talk about the cant real quick. This has a slight forward cant. I actually prefer that on a concealment holster. The reason is I wear the holster strong side just behind my hip, and with the slight forward cant, that actually puts the butt of the pistol right on the hip bone, so my hand only has to reach straight down for the draw and retrieve the gun. Now on a range style or a duty style holster, I like a zero cant, or a competition style like on this 3-gun rig. That's because I wear the holster right on my hip bone. So a forward cant would actually put it too far forward, and I would have to angle my wrist to get it. But again, for concealment wise, since I do have it riding right behind my hip bone, a slight forward cant is a perfect design to 1, keep the pistol close to your body, and 2, for the best draw stroke. All right, here's a few quick videos of me at the range having at it with this holster, seeing how well it performed. All in all, I think this is an excellent outside the waistband holster from Bravo Concealment. Definite improvement on their older Kydex models. And I hope they don't ask for this one back because I really like it.